Hi everyone, this is Todd from OneShot API. This is a really short tutorial on how you can use Make and OneShot API to run your own Aave price Oracle feed and store the price data in Google Sheets. This can be handy if you want to build up your own price history data in Google Sheets where you can manipulate the information really easily, build graphs, look at price trends, things like that. Just a really simple workflow that can be useful. And I'm going to show you how to set it up in just a few minutes. So first start by making a Make account. It's free at make.com. The second thing is come to oneshotapi.com and log in to create a free account. First thing, come to the API keys tab. We want to create an API key for Make. So let's type it in as the name Make, hit confirm. We've got a key and a secret now, and the next thing we need a wallet on the base network because we're going to be reading this information from the Aave protocol on base. We don't need funds in it. We just need this to link to the methods that we are going to import when we run the scenario. Select base here, give it a name and a description, and then provision it. And again, you don't need any funds. We just need the wallet to link to the methods. So once we've done that, we can come back to this template. The link to this template is in the YouTube description. Let's hit create new scenario from template. And as you can see, it's super simple. There are only 3 nodes. Let's click on the OneShot node and hit add on the connection so that we can authenticate OneShot. We need a client ID, secret, and the business ID. So let's do that. Come back to the API keys tab, copy the key, put that in the client ID section. The client secret, grab that, put that in the client secret tab. The business ID is located in the top right hand corner. Copy and paste that here. Hit save. And then this will authenticate OneShot. Now the contract address and prompt ID, leave those as they are. They're set up for you to read from the Aave UI pool data provider. And it's going to import the methods from a pre-existing smart contract template that we already have created for you in OneShot, so leave those 2 alone. But on the wallet ID, be sure to click this and make sure it's pointing at your base wallet that you just provisioned. And then hit save. And then just make sure that on the second OneShot node, make sure that it's using the connection that you just created. The contract method ID and params, leave those as they are. We don't need to change this. But just to show you what this is going to be reading, if we come to base scan and look at the get reserved data function, this is what that node is actually reading from. If we run a query on it, you can see it returns a ton of information that can be hard to understand. That node automatically finds the piece of information in here that we need to store in Google Sheets. So the last thing, the G Sheets, before we authenticate that, let's go to our G Sheet account, create a blank spreadsheet, and let's name it Aave price feed. And then the first column, let's call it price. Second column, let's call it time. And then let's name the sheet to ETH price feed. And then we're done here. So back in Make, click on that G Sheets node. Let's add a credential. We'll sign in with Google. Be sure to select the permissions for allowing it to see what is in your account and hit continue. If you don't select those, that connection's probably not going to work very well. Now we need to select the spreadsheet ID. So let's click on this and select the Aave price feed sheet we just made. For the sheet name, be sure it's pointing at the sheet name you just created. And then you can see here it found our columns, the price column and the time column. These 2 expressions, you don't need to change those. Those are set up to input the correct information. So hit save on this. And then before we run this, let's be sure to hit save down here. Sometimes Make can get cranky if you don't save before you run it. So hit save. So let's try to run this once. You can see the scenario completed. We got greens on all the nodes. If we come over to our Google Sheet and check that, I ran it twice. So you can see here the price. This price is denoted in the base units in Aave. So you need to move this decimal place over 8 places. So this is actually $4,464. So you can actually take this price sheet and make a new column and have it divide by, 10 to the 8th, and that'll give you the price in dollars. But if you have problems running this, if it throws an error about an IM connection or something like that, just try clicking on this node, add another credential, and put that credential in again. That usually fixes any kind of authentication error you might have with Make. It can be finicky sometimes. So last thing, we want this to run continuously so we have lots of rows to plot price over time. So click on the little clock here. We want to run at regular intervals, and you can set this to whatever makes sense for you, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Hit save the scenario, and then toggle this on. Run every run every 30 minutes. If we toggle that on and hit save and come back to our scenarios, you'll see this is on, and this will run for you every 30 minutes, and you can come into your Google price sheet and check this and make plots and investigate price trends and things like that. So thanks for watching this quick tutorial. Watch out for other ones coming with Make, N8N, and IFTTT in the future. Thanks, everyone.